Hi, welcome. Today, I am going to explain about the film, Kong, Skull Island. Spoilers ahead, watch out fully. Lieutenant Hank Marlowe, Wool Britain, makes a parachute landing on an island in 1944, somewhere over the South Pacific, after his plane crashes. Ikari almost stabs Marlowe in the back with his sword, but Marlowe deflects it. Then, Ikari gets Marlowe on the ground and is about to kill him when a huge ape hand materializes. The two men then observe Terry Notary's ape ascending above them. Government official Bill Randa, John Goodman, and geologist Houston Brooks, Corey Hawkins, travel to Washington, D.C. in 1973 to meet with Senator Willis Richard Jenkins, in order to obtain financing for an expedition to the recently discovered Skull Island. Willis isn't all that excited about the concept, but Randa prods him into giving in. Randa informs Willis that he would also like a military escort before departing. On the last day, before they can finally return home, the Sky Devil Squadron has gathered. They are Captain Earl Cole, Shay Wyham, Slivo, Thomas Mann, Reilly's, Eugene Cordero, Glenn Mills, Jason Mitchell, and Colonel Preston Packard's right-hand man, Jack Chapman, Toby Cabell, under the command of Colonel Packard, Samuel L. Jackson. Packard accepts the call for the expedition with no hesitation. In a pub, Randa and Brooks locate James Conrad, Tom Hiddleston, a former British Special Air Service commander, who agrees to be their tracker. Two customers at the bar confront Conrad because they think he cheated during a game of pool, but Conrad quickly subdues them. They have found their guide, Randa tells Brooks after being immediately impressed. Conrad sits down with Brooks and Randa to hear their strategy. When he hears their offer, he demands extra money and warns them that there's a good chance the trip will result in their death, due to factors like dangerous weather or carnivorous animals. Anti-war photojournalist Mason Weaver, Brie Larson, is developing some images of the Vietnam War combat inside a darkroom. She receives a call inviting her to join the expedition, and she travels to the base to meet Packard and his soldiers as well as a group of scientists from the business Landsat, including fellow geologist San Lin, Tien Jing, Victor Nieves, John Ortiz, and Steve, Mark Evan Jackson. Weaver has doubts about the mission and believes that the military is preparing a The main skull crawler then pursues the survivors as they make their way to the shore. Cole stays behind to use the explosives he has attached to himself to commit suicide. Cole is tail-whipped into a wall by the monster, but he still blows up. Until Kong reappears and slams into the beast, the skull crawler is moving towards the group. Kong drives the beast with a ship's propeller attached to a piece of anchor chain before slicing it in the throat. The best isn't gone. It's back and attacking. Weaver fires a flare gun at the skull crawler, striking it in the face. Weaver is unintentionally thrown into the river as Kong grabs the skull crawler and throws him against the wall. The survivors, Conrad, Weaver, Marlowe, Brooks, Lynn, Mills, Slivo, and Reilly's, board the boat shortly after, and 3 helicopters arrive to pick them up. Kong keeps an eye out in the distance to continue guarding his domain. He roars while pounding his fist. As the titles roll, we see footage of Marlowe finally making his way back to Chicago, where he finally meets his adult son and is reunited with his wife. He then enjoys a hot dog and a beer while watching a Cubs game. Comment your favorite sequence in this movie recap with time snaps. Thanks for watching this awesome recap. Subscribe for regular movie updates.